This is Calibos, and I am playing Enigmatica 2. So, oh, that's guards. Anyway, so as promised, I have made this unbreakable, and I have also made this unbreakable. And now we're going to do the same thing to this. So, notice I have 10 reinforcements. I'm going to show you really quick how to make reinforcements. So, blank cast, which, aluminum brass over there with nothing in it, surrounded by the obsidian, which, you get from water, lava, accidentally trying to make cobble gens in my case, stuff like that. Pop that in there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Unbreakable. Now, one of the things that this has done is, so my sword has an ability called Fractured. So what that means is, the more it's damaged, the more damage it does. It is not going to get damaged anymore. So we're going to take a quick minute and get rid of that. So I have these extra ones because, for example, my lumberjack here. I gotta check on something. Inventory. So he's not actually leveling it up, but it is getting damaged. So I think I actually need to take this from him and level it up, which I will do at some point that is not now. But you'll notice that his is, there it goes. So, durability, wait a minute. Reinforced 80%, there you go. So it was one modifier short of making it unbreakable. So that's kind of where I was going. So what I will probably end up having to do is level it enough to make it unbreakable, put the last modifier on it, and then give it back to him. Till then, I'm going to hold on to it because he doesn't deserve it. Whoa, I need to empty that. So, this episode, our grand plan involves not giving that guy a fishing rod. Mostly it involves cooking for blockheads. So I have like this that I got from a quest or a bag or something. So cooking table and a kitchen counter. So I've got the cooking table here. So let's do this. Kitchen counter. So we need some of the terracotta, a chest, and some stone, any stone. So honestly, I suspect that we're going to be using a lot of cooked stone here, so I'm just going to... Wait, don't we have this fantastic furnace in which I cooked a lot of stone? Oh man, I was gonna have everything ready, I swear. I was. I meant very well, but you know what they say about good intentions. I also don't see a lot of terracotta. So, we're gonna demonstrate the unbreakability of this stuff by investigating the possibility of clay. By going off this way. Because, ooh, rubber tree. We'll need this. I'm not actually all that excited about IC2. It tends to explode. But anyway. So we need to keep an eye in these pools, because this is where the clay will be. Mud. Theoretically, this is where the clay will be. I mean, I did actually come through and empty a lot of the nearer stuff, so I can't really be too upset, I guess. Because I'm the one who removed it. But I'm disappointed in myself for not having this ready. Clay. You're gonna need a lot. So one of the interesting things is I am reminded when I play this pack how much I really love having Vein Miner. And I know there's a lot of people out there who are super hardcore about, packs being grindy or whatever. But, if you want to actually just clear a large area, I don't see the purpose of making it harder than it has to be. If you're already also going to make all the tech really kind of challenging, which, is fine, as long as it's a reasonable kind of challenge. Like if I'm making a bucket, I'm okay with needing to make iron plates and make a bucket out of that. I'm not okay with needing random like circuit boards and weird, I don't know, like I shouldn't need to make any ores to do iron because it's an iron bucket, and so I shouldn't have to like go 3/4 of the way into another mod to make a vanilla bucket. So, and I've seen that people get very excited about, I'm going to make this the hardest mod pack in existence, and then they do, and I don't know. Your recipes should make sense. If they don't, how many of these do we have? We've got enough. I've probably left a bunch behind. Your recipes should make sense. If they don't make sense, then I'm not sure that you've done it right. I'm gonna laugh if I randomly have like clay in here or something already. Oh yeah, I had to take these out. I'm unhappy with having left an empty space there, but they kept climbing that and then falling to their death, which was irritating. Alright, so we'll do this, and then we'll do that. That should give us all of them. I'm not terribly interested in cooking it all if we don't have to, because we may need it for other things. This is going to take a little while. So let's look at the quests. I mean, this one is clearly incomplete and we need to work on it. So, pizza gives us vinegar and hamburgers. Lots of vinegar, hamburgers. So we made baked potatoes, steak, and pumpkin pie. Do we have pumpkins? Okay, so if we do, we should actually start those growing now, and we can bone meal it so that they... Okay, let's try. Oh, come on. Do the thing. There we go. go check this out. Again, I wish there was like an inventory things that I could quickly check. Because I'm almost certain that some of those gardens actually gave me the seeds for pumpkins. Maybe not. Maybe it's a different garden. But if it is a different garden, one of the things that I can accomplish between is I can go and look for pumpkins. We're going to need that, because I seem to recall that one of the quests is cooked beef. Carrots. Let's grab a stack of carrots really quick. Okay, this is dumb, but I'm still greatly amused by that. So yeah, I am not seeing them. That's unfortunate. Oh well, we'll figure it out. It's fine. It's fine. So I don't fully intend to like clear all of it. You know, cooking for blockheads. We needed one of these, so we need a couple of pieces of wood. I'm assuming that we're going to need a couple of chests later, so we'll make one of these. So that's this. So that gives us one fridge and a spice rack. So I'm going to make a kitchen down here. Because we should have a kitchen. This is so much faster than it was. I'm much appreciative. Now I'm going to apologize because, again, I am not decorative in any way, shape, or form. Oh, we're coming to raiders. We're going to deal with that really quick because raiders. So any food that you put in here, so now we can make steak. So any food that you put into that, it's a multi-block, much like the Tinker stuff. Let's see where they're coming from. Sleep charm. Here, sleep charm, sleep charm. Whatever. There they are. Let's see how they do with my new damage. Wow, they are very resistant.
I'll be back. 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 I'll be back.
So I want to be super careful not to hit my guys, because my guys hit pretty hard.
I'll be back. be back.
Weird. Okay, there's some more over here. So another thing that I'd like to do is boom, 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 boom. Let's get some food.
I'll be back.
So there's 4 left, but where are they? They should be over here somewhere, because they always come from the same direction. I don't know. I do not know. Oh, oh, there they are. Those are my guys. Those are my guys. Let's get rid of the regular mobs. We're gonna sleep really quick, much slower without the we always parkour down the stairs like that. Shot by a skeleton. That's terrible. Why are you hiding in the things? Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I have no idea how to make them, like, not attack me. Oh my gosh, that's super annoying. Anyway. We can, like... No. Here, take some of these. Okay. So that. So the next quest requires a fridge, which technically we just did, but I think that they got picked up by mobs. Oh my god. At least they found something besides me to attack. That's good. Okay, so let's get some of our iron stash. So we're going to need 2 iron doors. So fridges, iron doors. 2 iron doors. Fridge will need 2 of them, I think. So fridge is good for food storage. I think they hold as much as a double chest. But again, it's, you know, food. So the fridges are cool because they're a multi-block within a multi-block. And yeah, see, I think it's the same as a double chest. 2 more kitchen counters. What? Okay, kitchen counter. There we go. That gives us an oven. And now we need a sink. That's probably why I was carrying the bucket of water, actually. Sink. Okay, the usefulness of the sink is, I don't know about unlimited. There's a dead fish in it, already dirty. But it gives you water for all of your recipes. So if you'll look over here, it's got a cup of tea, some cooking oil, carrot juice, fresh water, stock, toast, salt, steak. So if we look actually into the inventory, all of that is made from carrots and raw beef because nothing else is in here. So maybe it was counting the tea leaves as well. I'm not sure if it counts it from your inventory or not. So let's move all of the food items into there. So eating that. I have no idea if turnips or anything. But so what we'll do is we'll take a carrot juice. So it requires a juicer. So I'm guessing. Oh, we have a toaster. Is this a Decocraft toaster? So now we can make toast with bread. Nice. There we go. Toast. Coffee maker. I think I saw one of those. So it doesn't actually require a lot of the other things in the mod, but we're going to make them anyway. So let's make a tool rack and a spice rack. So now these, I believe, can actually be on the wall behind it and count for the purposes of the mod.
I serve with pleasure.
So there's that juicer we need. So now if we come over here to the carrot juice, it says that we have the tool. And we can drink the carrot juice. And it gives us speed. I could have sworn. So Do we have paper? Do we have leather? I'm sure we have leather. I could have sworn that there were more things like pots and pans and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and do a thing that I'm not actually sure I've ever done before, and that is make the book for this mod. To be quite frank, I'm not sure that I have done a lot of cooking for blockheads. So we'll investigate this. Because it can't be all that bad, right? Hops, roots. Just checking to see if there's any food in here. There's a piece of leather. We'll avoid putting zombie brains in there. I'm not sure that I'm excited about that. Sleep through the night. I know that they have bows. I gave them a bunch. I did. So, book. Come on.
I serve with
I don't want to fast
pleasure.
forward through the night with the set time to day, because it messes with the mine colonies thing. I guess throws off the rhythm or something. Come on. There we go. What's I doing? Right. Cooking for blockheads. So I have no idea if I can just kind of like use this to cook it. But it needs coal or something. Oh my gosh, I feel like this episode is turning into a mess. But that happens. It's my mess. I'm proud of it. Charcoal. Coal. Wait. Why don't you have a job? That's weird. Let's make some charcoal. Oh, pardon me, sir. Charcoal. We can get rid of that. Take that. Get rid of that. Okay, we'll turn a bunch of this into charcoal for later. I'm also going to make a water wheel, but not today. So we're going to get through a little bit more immersive engineering. I still need some nether bricks. And that is one of the things that I'm attempting to accomplish. Hey, look, charcoal. How convenient that is. I think the fisherman actually enchants his thing with Luck of the Sea, which is pretty handy, actually. So, okay. There we go. guessing that we'll need like pots and stuff like that. So many things. And saucepan. So we need a brick and a stick. Do we have any bricks in here? Oh, here's their terracotta. Glorious, we did have terracotta. So, on that note, it's been 31 minutes and probably enough to do a couple of things. So, get this pan knocked out really quick. I think there's a pot as well. Pot. Make one of those. So we have a saucepan, a pot. These are from Harvestcraft. So we're looking for dishes. Or utensils, rather. I wish they were conveniently located in the same spot. Let's try the back end of the mod. Okay, bakeware, saucepan, skillet. So we need a skillet, bakeware, a mixing bowl, and a mortar and pestle. So skillet. Got the skillet, got the saucepan, bakeware. And mortar and pestle. Alright, that should be that. I think that's all of them. So we'll do check that out. So now we have a skillet, and we can put that there. Mortar and pestle. There. It's an onion. Let's stick that in the fridge. Check this out. So now we have stock. So we've eaten it. So now that we've put the stock in there, we actually have different recipes available. So the more stuff that we have in there, we can put bones in here because that's what we got the stock from. So let's make the stock again. And I don't know if you saw that, but it immediately added a bunch of things. But, so that's the goal. I'm just going to go through and try to make as many things from Pam's as I can, just to go ahead and get my hearts up. And you guys remember this. So I need to get my protein up. But as you can see, there are a lot of dishes here, a lot of foods, and every 15 gives me additional hearts. And with everything getting harder and harder and harder, then it's going to be a hassle to do that. Plus, as we get into blood magic, we will be sacrificing hearts, not permanently, but taking damage to fuel it. So I'd like to build up my reserve of all the different, things that I can get via extra hearts, having my my nutrition going up. You see, like, and eating combinations of foods. For example, if we look at the stock, maybe it wasn't the stock, maybe it's this. Here it is, the garlic chicken. So it helps vegetable and protein. So by making combination foods, then I can push these up faster, or more balanced across the way. Now, one of the cool things that blood magic is going to do for us, as is we're sacrificing stuff, it's going to deplete our health, and then deplete our satiation, saturation. Same difference in this case, I guess. And that will allow us to eat more things. But anyway, it's time to go. It's very early, or late, depending on how you look at it. We've actually done quite a few things. We haven't made a supreme pizza, but we've gotten a good start on cooking for blockheads. I'm going to have to look for pumpkins for this. I'm going to probably have to look for corn and some of the ingredients for that, and make a coffee maker. And then we'll start working our way through this. I'd like to go ahead and finish all of these, this quest. And then that will give us basically the first 3 mods done. Our first 3 quests. We won't have this done yet. We can make this. This we'll have to find in a dungeon somewhere. And then after that, we may get into mechanism. We'll have to see. Again, it depends on what I can arrange as far as ores and whatnot. Mechanism requires a lot of iron, which we have right now, but it also requires a lot of osmium, which we don't have a lot right now. So I'm going to have to probably do something along the lines for osmium before we get into that. I am super not great at Thaumcraft. Same for Astral Sorcery. I'm pretty decent at Botania until you get to Guardian of Gaia fight, which I will probably cheese through with stuff from other mods. I also don't see the purpose of making every extra flower in existence. Blood magic I'm pretty decent at least I was before the update. Embers, I know nothing about. We'll be learning that together. Roots, same deal. Forestry, I know a little bit about it, pretty much enough to get myself in trouble. Ender.io, I'm probably halfway decent at. You saw Immersive Engineering, we're kind of grinding our way through pretty well. So this is pretty much our next step, and then we're going to unlock all of these. IC2, I'm not so great at. I know a little bit because I had a friend who was giving me advice on the last pack. Actual additions I can kind of do. Industrial foregoing I can probably do in my sleep because it's a gosh, I can't remember, but it's basically a different mod. Thermal expansion I'm probably pretty decent at. Extra utilities. I have done all of extra utilities, RF tools, a lot of the early stuff I have done. I haven't really done some of the later stuff. Applied energetics, I'm competent at, not great. I've never done nuclear craft. I've never done advanced rocketry. I've done environmental tech fairly well. Draconic evolution, I have gone all the way to the end. So, yeah, I mean, good half of this pack, I'll probably do the stuff I'm familiar with first, and then work from there. Because getting the resources for all of it will, for example, if I go through and I create power, then all of my stuff that requires power will be easier to do. Extreme reactors. So we have extreme reactors, and I'll probably do this for early game power. Well, maybe not early game power, but for my bulk power later. And then we'll see about other options. But I've basically talked your ear off for another 9 minutes, and that's kind of weird and probably very boring. So we'll call it here. Thanks for coming. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them below. If you liked it, leave a like. If you don't like it, don't leave a like. It's probably the best answer there. It'd be helpful at that point to tell me why, I guess. But, you don't really have to. I don't know. Something, something dark side, something, something complete. To quote Robot Chicken, I think it was. But have a good night. Thanks for coming.